Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our monthly series, The Katz Conversations, where we take a deeper dive into getting to know our women's health experts on a more personal level. My name is Sharon Zarabi Fern, and today I have the pleasure of sitting with Dr. Sylvia Reyes, a breast surgeon at North Shore LIJ. I know there's a few more accolades to Dr. Reyes if you'd like to introduce yourself appropriately.
Sure. Thanks, Sharon, for having me. Yes, I'm a breast surgeon. I'm a fellowship trained breast surgeon here at the Northwell Cancer Institute, primarily at the new Women's Center for the new Center for Women's Cancer here at LIJ. And I also serve as the co-director for the National Accreditation Program for Breast Centers here at LIJ, and also the director of the Breast Services Health Equity Programs here.
Okay, I see that you're very active in your specialty and within the community. And I even see a lot of pink in the background of your office. So
Oh,
the Go
pink
Pink.
follows me wherever I go. I don't hate it. I love
Yes,
it.
you're definitely bringing so much awareness to a cancer that afflicts women. And I'd really love to understand, like, what drove you to women's health, specifically even breast oncology.
Sure. So that's a good question. It's been a long journey so far. Initially, I fell in love with surgery. I loved the way that just working with my hands, um, I could manipulate something and make something that um, I was in a very big trauma center at first, in my residency, and just the idea of taking a situation where something was broken or hurt, right, as in like a trauma, and then I could help fix that right away was my initial love for surgery. And I started looking at first global health, seeing, I wanted to do something that was very impactful, right? That wasn't just uh, uh, that moment, was something that I could really just feel like I'm making a difference. And so that drew me more to cancer care. Cancer care is just it's the worst moment in many people's lives when they get that diagnosis, and it's scary. It's very scary for them. But breast cancer is very different. Breast cancer, we have great screening tools, and as a surgeon, I can really make a difference by removing it and still maintaining a great relationship with my patients and seeing them later on, following up with them years later. There's not many surgical fields that really let you do that. And so the more I was exposed to different surgical specialties, the more I just found like this like fits all parts of my personality.
Yeah, it sounds like as a surgeon, you've got magical hands. You know, you're treating, you're resolving. It's a beautiful gift. And I'm sure you see so many women at different, stages of this cancer. How do you, as a doctor, and a human, and a mother, a wife, whatever role women play, how do you compartmentalize like what you're seeing in the office or in the operating room and home?
Right. Well, I definitely think it's a privilege, right? It's a privilege of what I get to experience during the workday. And it's also a privilege of what I get to experience at home. Everybody that I ever meet that's older than me tells me cherish these years, right? Right now I have three kids, ages 11, 7, and 4, and they are all vivacious in their own way. um, so it's it definitely, I think what helps me balance those is one, having a great partner.
Mm.
My husband is a big partner in terms of childcare, in terms of getting dinner ready, right? Like we're constantly communicating. So it's not all on me. And I have my family lives nearby. I try to outsource as much as I can for things like, cleaning. And I grew up where, I was cleaning always, right, my house and everything. And so it's never the exact way that I would like it, but I've just learned to let go of the idea of perfection, because there are certainly times where, my kids are like, I'm supposed to wear an orange shirt tomorrow. And I'm like, well, we don't have an orange shirt. So you're going to wear a yellow shirt, and we're just going to go with it. So yeah, I think the balance is knowing that you're never going to be able to do all of those things perfectly.
Oh,
Um,
words of wisdom. Yes, outsource, let go of perfection and balance. So important, so valuable. Everything we should embody both in the workplace and at home. And if you weren't, in the medical practice, do you have any other passions, any other careers that you may have pursued?
Yes, well, I'm very much. I actually think I bring some of those passions in with me to what I do also. But I love music. I think if I was not operating, I'd probably be writing music and painting. I love art. I have a very, uh, I guess, two brain kind of thing where I'm very science. I love science. I love like researching a clinical question, but I'm also very creative. And that's one of the things that um, in breast surgery is just awesome, because you not only remove the cancer, but then you resculpt, right? So it's really that satisfies that artistic side of me, right? To resculpt and put everything um, back in a nice, smooth way, where then a woman could still feel proud of what she looks like, and be happy with that. But yes, if I was not a physician, then I'd be doing something either in music and art.
Ah, that's great. It sounds like you've got that craftsmanship of building, creating, forming. Um, and again, it's a lot, right? It's the patient load, it's the family load. How do you practice self-care?
How do I practice self care? That is an evolving answer.
Okay.
It
There's no
changes.
right answer.
Um, how do I? So I I try to be present in what I'm doing, right? So like, um, I try to take it out of my brain, things like, oh, I have to do this. Like, oh, wow, today is such a, day full of, let's say, like a Saturday soccer mom day, right? You're like all over the place. I've got three kids. We're juggling one to the other. But then just to like sit there for a moment and be like, this is awesome. This is
Mhm.
awesome that I get to sit here and watch them play and trip all over themselves. But music, again, it comes down to music. I'll put on my headset, and I'll just like transform into my space. And to me, that's my meditation. Um, and meditation and prayer, all of that, just taking time to just be quiet, just be in the silence and just enjoy what's around you, whether it's the sounds or the sun. That's my self-care.
Yeah, yeah, being present and taking in through all of your senses, sight, sound, touch. Um,
Right.
that's great. Okay. Well, so that concludes our segment of getting to know you. And now we're just going to do my favorite
Okay.
session. It's the rapid fire. So I'm going to throw, an idea at you, and you just, with the first thing that pops into your head, you just say out loud. All
Okay, this
right,
is like the
ready?
cat's version of like Colbert's questionnaire.
Yes. We call it
Okay.
rapid fire. All right. So beach or mountains?
Beach.
Love it. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl. Was an early bird, switched to night owl. I
Okay.
might be making the switch back to early bird.
Kids can do that to you. Shower in the morning or shower at night?
Morning. I
Morning.
hate going to sleep with wet hair.
Okay. Podcast or music?
Both, but music more.
Okay. Introvert or extrovert,
Both.
depending on the
Extrovert,
situation.
but I love my introvert moments.
That's great. Well, that concludes our segment. Dr. Reyes, do you have any other closing remarks that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Um, no, just thank you for having me, and it's always fun to, um, to be with you and promote women's health, which is always so important, dear to my heart.
Thank you for all the contributions you do in the breast oncology space. Thank you to our viewers. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye. Thank you.